right, thanks, Caleb. Understood. All right, thanks, Caleb. So, hey, what are you doing? Understood. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, there's actually a roll to this table. So. No, no, this one is Australia. I get confused because Howard is South African, and he has, to my ear, he and Scott, this guy, have the same accent, but to another friend here, yeah, they do not. Scott always starts here in these conversations about, I don't like it. I thought that was Australia, I just have that. I love him, John. He had done it. I met him going to Iraq, playing with how in the world I actually. I don't know the snow and see this. I mean, he was a really very interesting guy. He was in Australia, got in the military. That's how he got in. He was Monday. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Illegal. I said, legal, I guess that's what it is. How much would it take to relocate farm?
Maybe less. Depends on the crew already out there or not.
Believe it or not, that's for this job right here. They won't, they put a sidewalk in. There's a fire hydrant right at the edge of the sidewalk. But they, they'll think, well, why is it purple right there? It's literally like half a fire hydrant on the other side. You know, those over here, they meander their sidewalks to around telephone poles and stuff, so I know they're not.
Yeah. That one is sort of taking a while. The one that said, you know what I'm talking about? It's like right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put the sidewalk around the telephone pole.
That may be the one that you're telling me to do. I was talking to one of the guys who said, he couldn't, you see that? They actually had that recommendation in line 2571. Remember you and I had a conversation at that telephone call, this is the real one.
Yeah.
You know, the recommendation is, they said that you just wanted to curve that around. Like curve around the pole, why don't you?
Yeah.
What's it will be involved in raising the riser, the fire hydrant? My real question is, what do you do with the valve stem?
The existing one, but you tap it.
No, I'm saying, if I want to bring it a little bit higher to get it above the surface of the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah. They put rides on it.
Yeah, so we put a riser in there, the old valve stem
Our jonquils and daffodils.
Apologize, guys. I was watching the wrong clock in the back, and it was a couple minutes behind. I think my mic is on. Nope. Can y'all hear me? All right, perfect. Good evening and welcome to the Planning and Zoning meeting for the City of Smyrna at 6 p.m., June 9th, 2025. This meeting's called to order. At this time, we'd like to ask that you silence your mobile devices. For those of you joining us for the first time, this meeting is conducted much like a council meeting. As such, we'll have input from staff, give background on the application. We'll have a question and answer session for the applicant, and then we'll ask if anyone in attendance wants to come forward and speak in favor of or opposition to the application during the public comments. Once all the questions have been satisfied, we will move on the application. And then we just ask that when you come forward, state your name and address for the record, and please direct all your comments to the board. All right, the first item on our agenda is Z25-006. This is to allow for rezoning from R20 to R8 conditional for the development of 3 single-family homes at a density of 4.28 units per acre. This is 0.7 acres in the land lot 664, also known as 2583 Davenport Street, Signature Homes of Georgia. Applicant, Mr. Staubs, the background, please.
Joey Staubs, Planner 2 with Community Development. This is a rezoning case C25-006. Applicant is Signature Homes of Georgia. Your recommendation will go to Mayor and Council on July 21st. The subject property is 2583 Davenport Street, right at the corner of Davenport and Argo. Is 0.70 acres. There's one single-family structure on the property. The applicant is requesting to subdivide this from R20 to R8 for 3 single-family detached homes. The future land use is high-density residential, so that will remain high-density residential. The properties around it are high-density residential to the north and medium-density residential on all other sides. This is the proposed site plan. This is the one lot here at the corner of Argo and Davenport. It's proposed to be subdivided into 3 lots. They will all face Davenport with front entry garages. They'll have the R8 setbacks, front 25, side 5, and a rear 25. We're asking for sidewalk and grass strip along the perimeter of the property, and water quality is proposed in the rear lots. There's no requested variances for this application. Here's some pictures of the property and adjacent properties. We are recommending approval of the rezoning from R20 to R8 for 3 single-family homes with the standard conditions regarding the composition of the homes, utilities to be underground, no bearing of debris on the property, and they will comply with the city's tree ordinance. Special conditions regarding the setbacks. The minimum lot size is 9,689 for the smallest lot. Minimum lot width is 50 feet. Minimum driveway length of 22 feet. As I discussed, the sidewalk, and they will be responsible for any water and sanitary sewer improvements. The maximum height is 35 feet, and they will be tied to the site plan we just saw and the elevation submitted with the application. Be happy to answer any questions.
Questions for Mr. Stubbs? All right, thank you, sir. At this time, we'd like to ask the applicant to come forward and tell us a little bit about the plan. Good evening and welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Greg Stringer. I'm the applicant, 680 Bittersweet Trail, Sandy Springs, Georgia. Yeah, so as Joey stated, this is sort of a mirror image of one that we applied for and y'all granted last year. In fact, it's right next door. As you know, that corner has and had tear downs that need to be removed. We've taken care of one of them. We'll take care of this one as well. Put 3 houses there to the specs that y'all require. Kind of a cookie cutter in the sense that it sort of meets, well, it doesn't sort of, it does meet all the conditions of R8. As long as y'all grant R8, I think we're in good shape. I don't really have any comments. I'm happy, of course, to answer any questions you may have.
Questions for Mr. Stringer?
You mentioned that you're working on the project next door. Is that the place where there is an empty lot and it has the cones next to it all over?
I'm pulling a blank on the cones. I was there as recently as today. I don't recall seeing, I have not placed any cones on the property. I don't know if the city has done so.
Cones like near the curb.
It's right across the street from the church.
Right across the street from the church.
Yeah.
There is an empty lot across the street from the church and it's got a lot of weeds and stuff.
Right, yeah, there'll be 3 lots there once the plat's recorded. That one y'all approved last year. That's mine as well. Right.
What I'm saying is there's going to be consistency with the appearance.
Oh, absolutely, seamless,
It's going to make a nice presentation.
absolutely, yes.
And I've seen smaller homes that have just been remodeled and haven't been bulldozed, so they're making a lot of improvements.
Yeah, and,
They're going to be consistent within.
right, and to your point, which is well taken, we're trying to get the property on Argo. It is contiguous to this site, to the east. Yep.
Has the notice about the height of the grass?
That's the one. In fact, Mr. Freeman called me on that a couple of days ago, asking how to get hold of those folks, and that's been a challenge. But I have reason to believe, thank you, Joe, appreciate that. So, yeah, it's to the property to the east is what we're talking about. The long-term plan, if you will, in my world, long-term is 6 to 12 months from now. But we would like to take the back half of the one that y'all had already approved, circle back through rezoning again if necessary to cut the back half of those lots off and use them for Argo, to get rid of that White House and put hopefully 3 lots there. Currently, Argo doesn't have the appropriate depth to build. So if we add half of what I guess appears on your screen as the darker green, is that long piece that runs east-west. It joins the back of the Argo piece. And so the idea would be to basically cut that piece in half. It would still be as large as the other lots in the area. But we would take that land, connect it to Argo, and get, like I say, hopefully 3 more lots there and get rid of that, what is there now. But that's just to your point in terms of continuity. I'd like to come down, wrap the corner, and continue that theme all the way up to the brick existing house, which is to the southeast of the White House.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Mr. Stringer.
Thank you,
This
Mayor.
is a public hearing. At this time, we'd like to ask if there's anyone in attendance that would like to come forward and speak in favor of or opposition to the application.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Good evening and welcome.
Hi, my name is Jeannie Kearney. I live at 1821 Teasley Drive, which is around the corner from this. And my objection is that we are making the lots in this neighborhood a lot smaller. The majority of our lots are R15 and R12. And to come in now with R8 and put these three houses that close together and continue to do that is kind of separates the rest of the neighborhood. You know, makes it look very different from what we have existing.
Okay, any other comments? Any questions for her? No? All right. Thank you very much. All right. Is there any further discussion? Mr. Stobbs, we got a question for you.
Across the streets from this property.
They're older homes, but they are very close together.
All right, if there's no further discussion, I'd like to entertain a motion.
When I checked the zoning map, there are no R8 lots in our neighborhood. There are 12 across the street.
Okay. I'd like to entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve Z 25-006.
Motion, Mr. Howard, to approve. Do I have a second? Second, Mr. Rice. Favor. Application's approved, 7-0. Good luck with your plan, and thank you for coming out. All right, the next item on the agenda is to be tabled. That is item Z27-007. Do I have a motion to table this item? Ms. O's got a motion to table. I got a second, Mr. Rice. Is that right? All right, then can we get a vote on tabling this next item? All in favor, please vote. All right, we've got 7-0 tabling. And then the last item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from May 12th, 2025. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented? Motion, Mr. Phillips. Second, Mr. Seagraves. Finally, he did something for us. All in favor of the minutes as presented? We got 6-0 and 1 abstaining because he was absent, not getting the big bucks. Any further discussion, any comments, any announcements? Summer is upon us. All right, this meeting is adjourned at 6:14 p.m.
So, I can understand, it's back to the thing of eating one another.
Good night.